Yeah, so not that long ago I got the opportunity to check out Iron Man in VR. Now, this game is not out yet. It's set to release this year as far as I know, and it's an exclusive on the PlayStation VR store. I have seen this title before. There are so many demos out there on show floors that you can try, but I never had the time to dive in myself. And at Gamescom, it was finally the moment that I became Iron Man myself. And in this video, I will be talking about my first impressions, and I will also show you the gameplay I recorded there. Yeah, this was the first time ever that I got to play an Iron Man VR game, and this coming to virtual reality is a truly unique experience, I would say. So the demo I got to play at Gamescom kicked off in an epic way by loading you into the suit itself. You could hear and feel all the parts from head to toe slowly building around your body. It was fantastic, and the moment the visor closes, you really start to get into it. The interface boots up and you get to see all the HUD Tony Stark uses to control his suit. So they gave me these two PlayStation Move controllers that you can also see in the video that I had to use to fire up my repulsor jets. And then it was finally time to start flying into the direction of a beautiful island that turned out to be Point Doom, where Tony's mansion is located. If you have seen the movies, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You could go there and take a closer look at the mansion itself and just let your curiosity go wild, and that's something you can only do in VR. But anyways, I'm rambling too much. Let's move on, because in my visor I could see in what direction and speed I was pointing my hands, and this was helping me to control the repulsor jets and guiding me into the right direction. Since your controllers are mostly behind you while flying, this was handy information to have, making flying way easier. So while I flew through the intro sequence, I noticed how gorgeous the visuals were. In combination with the heroic music playing in the background, it felt like entering paradise. It still impresses me what the PlayStation 4 can pull off in VR. This was stunning. Anyways, after having a quick dialogue moment with Pepper, it was time to start using my arsenal of high-tech weapons. By using the triggers, I could charge and shoot my repulsor rays, resulting into blasting my targets in a super duper satisfying way. Every time I did, I could hear those familiar sounds. If you have again watched the movies, you know exactly what that sounds like. If you are a big fan of Iron Man, then this is a pleasure for the eyes, ears and mind, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I was surprised how well the game worked while shooting targets here and there in 360. I had barely any issues with losing tracking. It's clear that Iron Man VR is a standing experience, but it doesn't force you to face the camera all the time, and that's important to know, especially when you are playing as Iron Man. Next up, Pepper challenged me to use my boosters. The first time I activated them, I was amazed by how fast I was going. This was also the moment I started to really feel the freedom of flying. I had to chase down a couple of checkpoints, but could decide myself how to get them. With the coastline being filled with rock formations, I had to constantly be creative and use my boosters to simply not fly into them. Not much later in the demo, Pepper spiced things up once again by adding targets to the mix. You had to now combine flying with shooting and also punching. You simply had to lock onto a target and then you could punch your way through. What it all came down to was timing and combining attacks, but my days, was it fantastic to do all of that at the same time. I felt like a true superhero, and that's the power of this Iron Man VR experience. You want to be immersed, you want to feel like you are Tony Stark, and with this demo, they definitely nailed that. The last part of the demo introduced me to the real deal. Pepper warns you for an upcoming attack, but of course it's a little too late. A bunch of robots arrive at your mansion, and it's now up to you to take them all out with the stuff you have learned. And that was kind of the demo. It's nice, by the way, that at the end of it you get to destroy all these enemies at your own pace, and you can decide what weapons you want to combine with what. And that's cool. I think that's great that you show off a demo like this, you build it up, you give people a tutorial, and then in the end they get to show off what they have learned. And I think that's how you get people excited for an upcoming VR game. I do want to know more about the Iron Man experience because yes, it's nice to be able to experience what it's like to be in combat, but I also want to know what it's like to be Tony Stark in his daily life, where he's not Iron Man, where he's not wearing the suit. And I think this game is going to mix that up. I think we're going to have moments where you are enjoying the jet set life, and then at other moments you have to save the world. So maybe I will be able to try another demo later down the road where they show me more of that. I would love to see that. So yeah, those were my first impressions of Iron Man VR. I'm very curious for more, and if you have any questions about this experience, then be sure to, well, drop a comment below. I'm happy to help you out, and be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. So, the gameplay that I showed here wasn't the best I could, go for, but sadly when I attend events like Gamescom, Sony doesn't let you record internally, so you can't hook up a cable to the PlayStation and do it that way. No, they are very strict. They want you to use your actual camera and then record you and the screen itself. That's why I usually don't consider covering stuff like this, because it just simply doesn't look that great. You don't have the sound either, so it's kind of guessing what it's like. So I hope you understand these are just these little YouTuber problems, but yes, we'll see. Maybe that will change in the near future. But if you did, like this, then I'm sure that I can do more of these types of videos, because I do get many opportunities of playing games that are not out yet that I can record the way you just saw and still upload it to my channel. So if you're into that, then let me know. Let me know. That would be some good feedback to have. So I'm done rambling around. That's it. That's it. Now it's time to end this video. And as I always say, and I see you all next time. See you in the metaverse. Bye bye. See ya later. Whew. Yes.